November is coming to a close. When this video goes live, we will have 1 day left in November, and some of us are really looking forward to this month ending, because some of us, mainly myself, really hate the month of November. But because this month is ending, that also means it's time for the monthly Q&A. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. Welcome back to the monthly Q&A, where I answer all of your questions left over in the community tab on this channel. Beginning of every month, I will post on the community tab asking for your questions, and I'll answer every single one of them, unless I've already answered them within the past like 2 Q&A videos. They'll just leave a reply down there. So keep your eyes open, because December is on Thursday, where I will be posting the next Give Me Your Questions for December's Q&A video. And because November's also coming to an end, that means I only have 2 more days to talk to you guys about the Trees Project, which is a fundraiser for Tyler Joseph's birthday, which is on December 1st, which is when this project is ending. There is money being raised for the American Suicide Prevention Foundation, where all the money being raised will be donated to that charity in Tyler Joseph's name. And if you have a buck or two to throw around after the Black Friday season, definitely by all means donate it to a charity that means so much for the 21 Pilot community as well as the community on this channel. If not, don't feel obligated to, but definitely do share that link around, because it's a cause that's definitely worth charity for. That makes no sense. It's also going on 2 a.m. as I'm recording this. Why? I don't know. I have a bad sleep schedule, but here is the monthly Q&A. Let's get right into it. Why don't you use me more? Because I have no idea what to use the second channel for. Yes, I do have a second channel, JLAndersonMusic. Sub if you want to, but I don't know what is going to go on there if I'm ever going to use it. If you have any ideas what I can use the second channel for, let me know down in the comment section below. Favorite character in the Dima storyline? NK, if that makes sense. It definitely does make sense, and if you asked me this last year, I probably would have said like something simple like Tyler, but it's Ned now. If you were to create a second mascot with Ned, what would you make? Jim Dunn. But in terms of like Dima storyline stuff, what mascot would I give Ned, or what the next mascot for the Dima storyline would be? Probably a butterfly, because that seems to be the direction we're pointing to, is we're getting a butterfly. Name? I don't know, it's gonna be... I think we're gonna get a better name than Trash, so I'm going to say Penelope. Penelope the butterfly. Doesn't the beginning of Doubt sound like a meowing piano? You've ruined my life, because that's all I hear in Doubt now, and from the hot take video yesterday, you've also ruined other people's lives, because that's all they hear now. Thank you, Hudson. Thoughts on The Neighborhood? Not really any strong thoughts. I think I listened to, there's one Neighborhood song I definitely listened to, and I believe that is Wires, which is, I do like that song. I think it's a really good song, but I really haven't listened to The Neighborhood enough to give a proper opinion about them. Maybe I'll do The Neighborhood in my React series I'm going to do next year. Favorite Mutemath song? I really enjoy Allies myself. I'm gonna give you 2 different answers here, because they are 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. Pins and Needles is one of my favorites, because the piano line is so good, and the drumming in that song is amazing. It's fantastic. What Darren does is just mind-blowing, and I love it. And the lyric writing in there, excellent. I love it so much. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, probably Blood Pressure. Like, that is my favorite Mutemath guitar song. Oh, Hit Parade's also really good too. I've been playing guitar for 2 years, and I got my first electric guitar last Christmas, a starter Fender Electric. I don't have any kind of pedal or pedal board because I don't know which one to get first. Is there a specific guitar pedal I should get first, or does it matter? So in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter, but I do view it as more as there are practical pedals you should probably get first, rather than, oh, I want a pedal that makes me sound like a sitar, or a Mellotron, or a talk box. Like those ones kind of impractical. What would be more practical is get a distortion pedal, so that way you can go from clean to distorted tones back to clean with a push of a button. a delay pedal because those are super fun as well, a looper because it's great, one, practice with yourself as well as getting your timing and rhythm down, a chorus pedal if you're into that indie guitar style where chorus is used a lot, or a wah pedal, which is my first ever guitar pedal. Makes your guitar go wah, 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 and uses great for solos, especially like if you're pairing like these three together. I'll say those ones are probably your more practical pedals you should get first, as well as a reverb pedal, which I actually don't own, but yeah, so those would be some of my recommendations for your first pedals. And then when you get enough pedals, you can get a pedal board, but I would say just wait for the pedal board until you get like 4 or so pedals. What was the sound at various timestamps in this monthly Q&A video? So from the top of my head, I believe this is the August monthly Q&A video, where when I was dragging in the background music, I accidentally drug over the wrong file, and it was reversed audio of a video I was doing sometime last year. And I decided, instead of just removing this reverse audio, I was like, you know what, let's have some fun, let's chop it up and just put it all over this video. So that's what it is, and the reverse audio is basically the start of Nico in the Niners. All of that reverse audio as well as redecorates. I did a video talking about a possible hidden message reversed in there. So that's all the audio. It's just the beginning of Nico and the Niners reversed, as well as Redecorate reversed. All recorded by myself for a video I did last year. One song that Tyler wrote gets erased from history. What song would you permanently get rid of? And I had to include Hudson in here, saying, spoilers, he's going to say Hometown, because that's actually not true. I'm not going to say Hometown because I would rather get rid of Taco Bell Saga. You know what? I do dislike that song. That song was very overhyped for me, and yes, sure, I did laugh during my reactions, but I have not gone back and listened to it since. I've listened to every other song off of No Fun Intended except for Taco Bell Saga. It was overhyped for me, and I do not go back and listen to it and laugh. It's like Deadpool to me, where Deadpool was a very overhyped movie, and I was sitting through that whole movie not even laughing once. I was waiting for the jokes to happen. Taco Bell Saga is Deadpool to me, and I would gladly eliminate that off the face of the earth. What are your favorite songs from each album, and what are your least favorite songs from each album? Please include self-titled and regional best. Of course, I would include those two, and I answered the first part of this question in last month's Q&A video, but because there is a part 2, I will go ahead and answer it again. So, off of self-titled, it is Attic with a Pen. Off of regional best, it is Anathema. Off of Blurryface, it's Lane Boy. Off of Trench Smithereens, and off the Scale Nicely, it's Choker. As far as my least favorite goes, self-titled, The Pantaloon. Off of regional at best, you know what, I don't know the album well enough, so I'm just going to say the original best version of Trees. Off of Vessels, Semi-Automatic. Off of Blurryface, Hometown, we also have that one coming. Off of Trench, Wonderwall, aka The Hype. And off of Scaled in Icy, currently Bounce Man. I have a question. Do you wish that 21 Pilots released more music in singles? I do, LOL. Controversially, I don't. I don't wish that, because I would rather them tour more, so that way more people around the world can have a chance to see their favorite bands. And I'll be honest, if they did put out a lot more music, I feel as though, at least for me, it would just be oversaturated, and they would probably get burnt out way more, and I don't want that for them, but like, I don't know. Like, a part of me wishes like, maybe 1 or 2 more songs, but like, not like a whole album. I think the 3-year album cycle is a good thing that we might be breaking for this next album cycle. We'll talk about that in a little bit. When do you think TOP will release their next album? Just kidding, we'll talk about that now. So if you asked me this at the beginning of the month, which you asked this question at the beginning of the month, I would have told you 2024. But now, now that we're basically done with Scale Nicely, I'm going to say summer 2023, end of 2023, or beginning of 2024. We'll say those time periods, just because 21 Pilots has never released an album in the summer. They've done like once in the fall, which is for Trench, and then in the spring, earlier the year, Vessel. But yeah, those are my timestamps right now. Possibly they could shoot for another May release to join Blurryface and Scale Nicely within that month, but Who knows? Can you react to my songs? Hudson, I already listened to your music. I've listened to everything on your channel. I'm subscribed to your channel. In terms of like future music, would I react to it? I'll definitely listen to it. As far as like doing a full video about it, the issue is there. Then more people would be like, can you listen to my songs? And like in terms of like algorithm and stuff and people finding the channel, they would see like me reviewing a whole bunch of like independent small artists, which I think people may enjoy, but like algorithm wise would not do that well. So if I didn't have to worry about the YouTube algorithm, definitely would. If you could work with 21 Pilots in a non-music role, what would it be? I'm gonna give you two different answers. Number one, I would love to be one of the side band's techs. Like I would love to be Dan, Skylar, Todd's guitar tech and bass tech. And I would love to be Tyler's bass tech as well, which if you don't know what a tech does, basically it's restringing all the instruments, making sure they're ready for the shows. Anything that breaks, my responsibility to fix and all that stuff. I would really enjoy being a roadie and a tech for people. So that'd be fun. And your second answer is I would love to do a Blair Witch style documentary going inside of Dima, work closely with Mark, and like just do like this whole person going inside of Dima, living the propaganda, living the bishops. And I think just that would be like a cool movie documentary, and get Nalbus in on that because Nalbus is the movie guy also. So I think that would be a very fun non-music project. What is your favorite song that 21 Pilots has covered? Probably Benny and the Jets, just because I've always loved that song, and like hearing them do it live is such a fever dream, and I love it so much. What do you think about album names for the next TOP record? Release date? When will the new single come out? Sorry I have so many questions, by the way. Don't be sorry, you're keeping the video long, which the algorithm likes. See, the algorithm always there to haunt us. But as far as your questions go, as far as album name goes, that one's of course a bit harder, but I've seen Chrysalis get thrown out a lot, which we did a whole video talking about the purple butterfly Tyler wore in a shirt way back towards the summer, but Chrysalis has been teased in the Level of Concern ARG that they did in 2020. And Chrysalis is a transitional state, of course, when a caterpillar goes into growing to a butterfly, which is perfect for us breaking the cycle in half and going into this new thing. A perfect cocoon going into a butterfly. And it could be that. I've seen people throw around some other things, but Chrysalis is where I'm going to go to. Album release date, we talked about that earlier on, which of course we'll talk about the single, which will be like a month before it comes out. So possibly in April, possibly let's say September, October, maybe 2 months before, so there's that, or December. So take your choice, depending on when you think the album's going to release, a month or two before the album comes out. And finally, if you could play an instrument that you don't know how to play, what would it be? The answer is drums, because it would be so much easier to write drum parts for the songs that I'm writing. It would probably be easier to put them in instead of typing them out. And also, just drums are so cool, and I think that would help a lot with my rhythm as a guitar player, bass player, singer. And the second answer is going to be organ, because that stuff is really cool, and I think organ players are so cool. And that is it for the monthly Q&A video. I am super tired. The melatonin is definitely kicking in. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and leave them either down below in the comment section, or keep an eye out on December 1st in all of December in the community tab, where I'll be asking for your questions for next month's Q&A. Thank you all so much for watching. Donate to that trees project down in the description box below, and I'll see you all tomorrow, where we are going to make a tier list of all the 21 Pilots songs. Ooh, fun. And in 2 days, you're getting a cover for Tyler's birthday. So I'll see you all then. Goodbye, and good night. More importantly, have a good day. I'll see you later. I'm editing this video in the morning. I'm tired.